Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Thursday, October 25th, 2018. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. A ceremony was held today, Thursday, October 25th, to officially rename the St. Kitts and Nevis Customs and Excise Department's courier facility in Charlestown. Making remarks at this morning's ceremony was Deputy Comptroller Cynric Carey.
We are here to rename this courier facility in honor of the late Brian Anthony David, who would have made sterling contributions not only to the Customs Department, but the Nevis community. I worked with Brian David for about 12 years. And I must say, he was one of those bosses that every employee wished they had. He was very easy to talk to, and he made everyone feel comfortable. He loved to laugh, always grinning. Those are just a few of his personalities that made you just love the guy. So I just want to say congratulations to you, his children, who are here today, to witness your dad receiving these accolades, which he rightfully deserves.
The profile of the late Brian David was read by Senior Minister in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honorable Eric Evelyn, who noted that David was a model public servant who made a sterling contribution to the development of Nevis and more so to the advancement of the Customs and Excise Department.
Brian was an all-rounder and served various ministries and departments in numerous capacities. Brian, unfortunately, died suddenly on November 27, 2009, at the tender age of 53. As a member of his family, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Nevis Customs and Excise Department for this very thoughtful gesture. There is no one more fitting to receive this accolade than the late Brian Anthony David. Of the 32 years in the public service, Brian served the Customs Department for 13. During his years in the service, he was always a regular and punctual employee and missed work only when he absolutely had to. He had an excellent relationship with his co-workers and showed respect to those in authority as well as to those he supervised. He was exceptionally pleasant and was loved by his entire staff. Overall, Brian was very humble, a committed and dedicated employee who often went beyond the call of duty.
Remarks were also made by Premier and Minister of Finance, the Honorable Mark Brantley, and Acting Comptroller Kennedy De Silva, who also hailed Brian David's contribution to the Customs and Excise Department. The ceremonial ribbon cutting was done by Premier Brantley and Brian David's son, Sheldon David.
And as the head of the Nevis Island Administration, I am very pleased today to be able to be a part of this very simple but significant ceremony where we honor a customs officer, we honor a man from Hanley's Road, we honor someone who's one of our own. And I believe that it sends a very important message out to the community that if we do what we do, and we do it to the best of our ability, that others are looking on and others in due time will honor us for doing a good job. This building is now an important part of what we do. It's an innovation that Customs has introduced, this courier service. And we all know that everybody's online ordering this and ordering that, so the courier service has become of increasing importance. So to put his name on this innovation, I believe, is of significance to our island.
Meantime, while making remarks at this morning's renaming ceremony, Deputy Comptroller at the Customs and Excise Department, Cynric Carey, made this announcement.
Effective immediately, the Customs Department, anyone who have packages in the courier facility, 3 months and over, can clear those packages free of all duties and taxes. This is just a kind gesture to show that Customs don't just take we also give back to the community.
The waiver of duties and taxes will apply, provided the items are cleared within the next 14 days. Failure to clear the items will result in their being sold on auction sale, according to the Customs Control and Management Act. Meantime, the St. Kitts and Nevis Customs and Excise Department will host an open day tomorrow, Friday, October 26th, as the department continues the celebration of its 60th anniversary. According to Assistant Comptroller Roger Fifield, the open day is set to run from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the War Memorial in Charlestown.
There are a lot of myths about the Customs and Excise Department, and this is one of the many ways, are the many avenues that we are using to reach out to the public, so they can come. We'll have brochures, leaflets, we'll have officers on hand, we'll be displaying, restricted and prohibited items, so you would know what not to import without certain permits, and what you just cannot import in terms of prohibited items. As I said, officers would be on hand. You can ask any question. You ask a question, and officers are there who are capable, willing to assist you.
In addition, from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m., the public will be treated to a first-of-its-kind lunchtime concert by officers of the Customs and Excise Department and their guest artists.
We'll be having the reigning groovy soca monarch in Speedy, and of course he's a custom officer, so he would be there. We would be having the groovy first runner-up, a past custom officer, Kenny Warner, Easy, he would be there. And we would probably have one or two other custom officers. Who knows? I may even turn a tune. We will have custom officers that may be reciting, they would be singing. We would have also past customs officer, and then we'll be having a special soca guest, someone who we think that the Nevision public loves dearly and would dance even if they are not in a dancing mood. So that is something that I don't want the general public to miss.
The open day is one in a series of activities the Customs and Excise Department is hosting this week under the theme 60 Years of Dedicated Service, Innovation and Advancement. Still to come.
This home ownership educational seminar is timely, appropriate, and of course a step in the right direction.
The details after this break.
Known as Uwali, land of beautiful waters by its native inhabitants, and later nicknamed Queen of the Caribbean by British settlers, Nevis has long relied on its natural prowess and resources to create livelihoods for its people. The people of Nevis have long remained connected to the gifts nature has bestowed. As an ambassador of this majestic island, it is my duty to encourage my people to nurture, preserve, and protect what makes us unique as a people and strong as a country.
This one is dedicated to my lovely little island.
Welcome back. The Ministry of Health and Gender Affairs, in collaboration with the Ministry of Community Development and the Nevis Housing and Land Development Corporation, hosted a two-day home ownership educational seminar at the St. Paul's Anglican Church Hall on Wednesday, October 24th. The opening ceremony saw Councillor at the Gender Affairs Division, Wayne Maynard, giving the overview of the seminar.
I kind of like to think of this event today and this event which will be held over the next 2 days as a kind of one-stop shop of information, kind of like an all-you-can-eat buffet. You know, you go to an all-you-can-eat buffet and there are a variety of different foods there. You may not fancy every single one, but you're free to indulge in the ones that meet your needs or the ones that cater to your fancy. And hence, this event is kind of that nature. We have a variety of different people who will participate in this event over the next several days, well, the next 2 days, rather. And all of them may not cater to your needs. You may be here, you may be a homeowner, and so some of these topics that will be addressed may not be relevant to your situation, but I guarantee you they will be relevant to someone else's.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Social Development is Keith Glasgow.
This home ownership educational seminar is timely, appropriate, and of course a step in the right direction. And based on the content, such as renting, mortgages, budgeting, and of course, the Nevis Housing and Land Development Corporation housing policy in terms of how you can own a house. Our participants here today will be empowered at the end of this seminar to make informed and wise decisions where owning a house is concerned.
Topics covered at the two-day seminar included owning your own home, the pros and cons of building versus renting, money management principles, understanding mortgages, homeowner insurance, home management and maintenance, and owning your own home from start to finish. Among those in attendance were Minister of Social Development, the Honorable Eric Evelyn, Senior Minister in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honorable Spencer Brand, and Coordinator of the Gender Affairs Division, Laureen Archibald. The seminar targeted persons in the public sector. That brings us to the end of this edition of the Nevis Newscast. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.
This one is going out to the land of my birth, Green City, Nevis.
Truly, one of the few places that has an untouched beauty that has captivated the hearts of many. Nevis is everything you imagine.